a tiny bit awkward because all my internet basically got smashed instantly right at the beginning of the stream. So I'll be hoping for the best and hope that it is nothing as serious as I would think it would be. So, Nate, let's go back into what we have in mind here for the game. We're telling to folks how they can join the game if they want to be part of the winners for today. Because, hello? Yes, the motorcycle on the outside always passes at the perfect moment. So, let's actually show some of the stuff that you can win today, because it's actually pretty sick.
I can win this stuff too, right? Right?
No.
Oh.
I wish.
Why am I even here then?
Okay, so the giveaways. There we go. So this is what we have. In-game giveaways. 2 gaming monitors that are AOC 2 millisecond response times. 3 DICEvsCommunity t-shirts. 2 Sweet Grip gaming mice. And there's going to be an official Twitch giveaway that's only on here, which is the Battlefield Frontline pack, which has a buttload of pins and cool stuff from Battlefield, basically Battlefield inspired. It's pretty sick, and really without GamersCommunity, none of this would have been really possible. Bring everything together, and of course, among them are sponsors, as you will notice here. GamersCommunity, of course, Sweet Grips, Think Geek, Kumakozu Entertainment, and Rec Filming, whose basically founder, Terra Mortal, is doing our admin work, which is great. Think Geek for our basically everything that is t-shirt that's been designed by Hardcore League, I believe, is actually pretty sick. Comes from there. And Sweet Grips for the mice and also the controller equipment, because this event has gone through Xbox, PS4, and gone all the way to PC, and we hope this will be the biggest part of the entire, stuff that we have in here. Of course, major sponsor, GamersCommunity. Here we go. We are united. Definitely, I think Zad is a big fan of Manchester United. Might be a possibility.
Fair enough. So, how can people win these things?
Well,
what do they have to do?
Here's how we have things divided. So the front light pack, that's pretty easy. Just stay here for the next couple hours, and at the end of the event, we're going to give away the front light pack to a random person in chat. All you have to do is just keep talking, engage with people. Hey, tell us which is your favorite VIP that we're going to have today. We're going to have people like Kentarak, who I'm spectating right now, actually, who will be joining us and, playing. Tell us who your favorites are and who do you think can really take things today on the top of the scoreboard. Of course, if you want to be part of the Gaming Minds t-shirts and monitor giveaways, actually pretty huge, well, you have to join in the game. There's going to be a refresher. People are going to be kicked out during games, etc. So others can come in and play. We're going to play a total of 4 to 5 rounds of Conquest 64 man. It's going to be pretty fucking sick. That's my French is actually pretty good, as you can tell.
Nice.
Yes. And basically, one of the 64 players will go out and win one of these prizes that we have here in store. Unfortunately, this doesn't apply to the spectators, so yours truly and Cryptic, well, we won't be winning a monitor, which would have been...
I think that's unfair.
Yeah, I really do think that's unfair. So, basically, we start right now at 7:17 CET, and we're gonna end around 9:30 plus a bit PM CET. So let's head into the game. We're both spectating in here. Let's see. Actually,
Yep.
I'm actually looking at Kentarak. Has a pretty nice tank. This is your very normal light tank that's just moving along. It's got a running case, ammo, and HE cannon, which is really your stock standard default loadout. It's actually just trying to attack the ballroom here. Oh, right to the face of Ruska here. And he's got to pull out because he's being shot from behind. And he's taking cover between the arches. It's a very smart decision. You really don't want to get shot from the top side. The amount of fire that you can get from topside is very, very short. Oh my god, he's so low HP.
He's getting minced and he's dead.
That was not too good of a life. Terra Immortal
Probably well
here.
deserved. he's using a tank with a shotgun shell, so
Yes.
I mean, he kind of deserves it.
But what is your favorite loadout for the light tank? Because I still like the flanker. The amount of damage that it can do is pretty sick.
I think my favorite loadout is the one that kills the tanks.
Yes,
the assault class.
yeah.
No, I don't really tank very often or get into vehicles. I use them as transport. That's about it.
Oh, dude.
But the shotgun shell in the tank's pretty sweet. You know, just hit people from miles away with one shot. No worries.
Here, you're a pretty good sniper, so we'll see what we can actually get out of the snipers this time around. Because remember, we just got the Lobel, who, as far as I know, has been pretty successful amongst players. They're liking it quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, it has a sweet swap between the SMLE and a few of the other rifles. They're nice for close engagements and stuff like that. So
it's
been alright.
For you, is it closer to the Russian 1895?
I think it's between that and SMLE, so it'll be just a nice little sweet swap between the two. Still a pretty good gun. It's just a bit limited by the loadouts that they allow with it.
I personally am a big fan of the SMLE. I just love how the Enfield looks like. So, not only that, but you also have the Lawrence of Arabia skin, which makes it look about 10 times better than it already is. And speaking of this, okay, so I'm spectating Mr. Gen Emma 3 here, who's playing support class and, you know, trying to refill his ammo with an ammo pouch. Nathan, there's been some pretty big changes to the ammo pouch this patch, actually. You can't resupply nades and explosives anymore with these, right?
Not with a pouch. Not with a pouch, at least. So you now have to use a crate to resupply your grenades, or you can wait 36 seconds and you'll be able to pull a grenade out of thin air like Houdini. And off you go. The resupply times on the crates, though, have been put up pretty heavily, so sitting on a crate itself will give you grenades a lot faster. But all in all, big changes, since you can't get anything from a pouch anymore.
And actually, speaking of good players, we're heading into Drunk CPOV. He's running with a Selbstlader in 1916. I'm really caught on the side with this weapon because on one hand it's really good. The damage output is fantastic. 3-shot pretty much at any range unless you're hitting the headshots, just like Drunks is doing right here. But on the other hand, it just seems very awkward to control at times. I don't know. What's still your favorite? Because I know some others, especially other YouTubers, etc., are big fans of the Model 8 35. But
Yep. Yeah, I've heard a lot.
What do you think?
Like, Model 8 is kind of meh. I get myself in a lot of situations where there's more than 1 or 2 people that I have to deal with. So the guns that I typically use, the Mondragon or the M1907 Trench, both give you, I think the Mondragon's 10 bullets in a clip, and your Trench is a magazine-based 21 bullet beast, as you could say it, with a 300 fire rate. But apart from that, the Selbstlader, the one that Drunks was just using then, probably one of the better guns in the game as well. It's basically a bigger magazine Mondragon. It just loses in distance battle a little bit in comparison. So my picks for the meta guns would be the 1907 and the Mondragon. Model 8, it's 5 bullets. Yeah, it shoots fast, but you're gonna get caught reloading a lot of the time.
Yeah, that is true, and this is why a lot of people tend to not go for it. Just because, well, one, you tend to reload a lot, and in Battlefield 1 in general, it seems like players are more often geared towards, zerging into certain flags as you see the attack on C point has started.
Yeah,
and you really
exactly like that.
Yeah, and you really do need that extra bit of firepower, which is why, yeah, in terms of statistics, that's one thing. In terms of practicality, well, it's not always what you would like it to be. That's for sure.
Like I said, you can never ever just base the gun off statistics. It's never going to work like that. It's going to come down to feel and the environment. Because you miss 1 or 2 bullets on your Model 8, too bad, so sad, you're probably dead. especially if there's more than one person.
And actually, apparently there's a bit of a rivalry going on between Floppy Ragdoll. Oh, Golden Eagle gets slashed with the calf sword. Golden Eagle SA, the actual owner and manager of GamersCommunity, which is pretty sick. But he just got sabered there. And the thing is, Floppy has a bit of a bet with Junksy to see who can actually do the better. And Floppy, so far, he's a bit sloppy at 1-5. On the other hand, Drunksy's at 26-7, and he is just decimating.
Yep, but he just copped a mad flying bayonet to the chest, so he's out for a little bit.
Yep, that means that the bayonet is going to get removed from the game. Just confirm.
Yep, clearly, guys. Hallelujah.
That's exactly how it works. Okay, as long as you don't bayonet charge a DICE member, it just stays in the game. If you do, then I think it's gonna disappear. That's how it goes.
So everyone on the server should be using gas, Molotovs, shotguns to kill the dice tips. Is that how it works?
I really do think so. I don't care. Hey, it's a big map, but Ballroom Blitz. Oh, Junksy! Right to the face. He just goes all. Oh my god. Going all around the corner and it just bashes him in the face. That's actually pretty.
He's not having many luck against some melee weapons, there is he?
Yeah, you might be 5-time ESL 1 champion, but can you actually go against the bayonet? I don't think so. Anyways, let's go into a few of our other invitees in here. I'm waiting for Punisher to spawn. Of course, you can click on the names down here and go into their POVs. Here we go. Punisher from.
A little bit Punisher.
Well, Punisher is one of the Don't Revive Me Bros. Don't Revive Me Bro guys. If you don't remember Don't Revive Me Bro, this is back in Battlefield Bad Company 2. This is really old, dude. This is like people. I don't think most people don't even remember like the beginning of Don't Revive Me Bro. But basically, just influencers, YouTubers, etc. would hop in. They would talk about things. There was a bit of a competitive scene, especially on console, and some people would like to play game battles or whatever, if I remember correctly, on the old PS3 and PC back in the day. And Don't Remind Me Bro was a part of a place where all of these influencers would come in and share info together, which is actually pretty nice.
It's not bad. It's a good idea. Sounds like good fun.
Yeah. Sounds like quite a bit of fun, actually. Speaking of fun, Danny on PC is here. He is actually part... Oh, there we go. Get Shrek to the face from Lasley. But Danny is also part of GamersCommunity, so he's one of us. And also, he, just is everywhere, right? I don't think I've ever been to a video. You can pretty much...
I hear that he doesn't sleep, stays up 24 hours, and if you head over to the subreddit, if there's a news post, you'll see it posted by him. The dude just does not sleep. He's always posting Battlefield news, always trying to be the #1. I even heard he got a mention in a newspaper for being a troll.
I do think so. He still has it pinned, I think, on his Twitter. Actually, I met Danny at a quote-unquote esports event, just a big LAN here in Belgium. And yeah, I can confirm he likes to spend a lot of time on Reddit. And basically, we just spent the entirety of the weekend playing Battlefield between BF4, 3, and Hardline back in the day, and browsing memes and eating pizza, which is pretty fun.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Actually, we're trying to do something like that this summer. Maybe that will happen. So let's see who we can check out here from the viewers, actually, because hey guys, if you're here between the viewers and you want to be part of this, well, you can hop in. The official server is #DICEvsCommunity official server. It's right on the PC server browser, and you can join in. There's going to be a queue, but people will be basically kicked from here for VIPs, etc. So it'll give more space for others to join and be part of the event to win stuff, etc. You can actually just tell me in the chat, hey, here's my name, can you spectate me every now and then? Maybe we'll actually do that. So going into actually a big viewer of Battlefield streams, Popio is a Polish friend that just got shreked, and he's using one of the new DLC weapons. What is the new assault SMG actually in the game, Cryptic?
I don't have premium. I think it's a roller. It starts with an R. I'm not sure, but I know it's a slow fire accurate gun.
That has a bipod.
It has a bipod. Yes, it does. So you can lay down and shoot people with it accurately. I think it's the only SMG with a bipod.
I believe so. Yes. Yeah.
It is at the moment. I think there is an SMG coming. If you did seen in the CTE, there is a new variant coming for the Hellregal. I think
yes, exactly. Exactly. It does have a bipod, and it also has a small scope on it, just a sight on top, just the normal sight. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to be interesting. More bipods for SMGs, which I didn't think required them, but you know, why not?
I mean, it does give them another aspect. Basically, they don't really have any firepower at range because of the damage drop off. So, you know, instead of just completely changing the way that they function, well, hey, if you want to squeeze a bit more range out of your machine gun or your SMG, well, you can just slap a bipod on it, and maybe you'll be able to run a bit higher range with it.
Or, when in doubt, you can whip your AT gun out.
Exactly.
And, snipe anyone on the map.
How many times does that happen? Because I actually love doing that to people.
I play a lot of amines, and I get quite angry. I get quite angry at the amount of times it happens. It's mostly rubble just falling on my head and saying I've been killed by the environment or something. But killed by debris. That's the one. Yeah, not fun.
Yeah, I remember that from BF3. Remember when everybody used to play Grand Bazaar and you would play on Rush, and the tank would come in. Yeah, and you would have that RPG always by that one guy that keeps spamming his 8 RPGs into the building, and it would all drop on your head, and you would be 10 meters away from it, and it would still kill you. I remember those were good days, weren't they?
Yep, good days. Good old Grand Bazaar. Really small map. When you think about it, Battlefield 3 maps were quite tiny.
Yeah,
in comparison to what we got now.
It wasn't until Armored Kill that they really started getting massive, and we see that inspiration in the later BF4. So yeah.
But they're seemingly okay now. They're decent size, you know, good mix of infantry and vehicle maps. So what's your favourite map, Milosh?
In BF1?
Yeah.
Well, I have a bit of a skewed sense of what is a good map because I play Operations pretty much exclusively. So for me, Operations is a sick mode, and I can only play that. And there, Ballroom Blitz, or basically the entire progression of Ballroom Blitz, is actually pretty fun. The 2 maps that you have to play in the operation. The Ottoman side map is a bit weird. I don't know, there's too many open spaces at certain points, and the train can get a bit frustrating to deal with. But I have to say, between this and your standard operation, basically on, you know, the map that everybody's been playing since alpha and beta, it's basically just stuck to these 2. I don't know. Seems like the Italian map's pretty fun as well with the offensive there in Operations, but it can be very skewed if you don't take down the airship quickly. And that's the thing as well. You need to work together to take down the airship, because if you don't, well, good luck, because that thing will tear you all up, and it just does not say thank you or sorry.
Behemoths are a very interesting thing in this game. They can make or break some maps, but yeah, I mean, you know, I enjoy quite a few of the maps in Battlefield 1. My playing tends to start on Suez. Yeah, the map's kind of broken at the moment, all those issues, but it's still a nice infantry map.
They keep working on it actually, which is pretty nice. Dedication.
There's another patch for it in the CTE. They've added another flag. We'll basically split the middle flag into 2. So can't wait to see how that goes. Don't mind a bit of Monte Grappa. Monte Grappa's
Yep.
pretty decent. The only issue with that, I'd say, is the opposite mountain, where snipers just seem to want to camp out, and you got no real cover from that. And my favourite have to be Armeens. You know what kind of infantry player I am.
Yep.
Running into their houses, oof, Armeens is great.
Yeah, Amiens, or Amiens is how English folks say it.
Or whatever.
Amiens is a great map. I think it very much rivals Grand Bazaar in terms of what is a good infantry map. Well, between Amiens and Bazaar, it's pretty sick, I have to say.
I'd go with Amiens for sure. It's bigger than Grand Bazaar, allows more, and there's more to do. There's more places to go.
There's more flanking routes. There are most places to be.
It's not a straight or a square map. It's kind of oddly shaped, which is good. I don't mind. How do you like Argonne Forest?
It is really fun until it gets too spammy. You know.
I think you're right. Like, and the train coming in kind of makes it a bit too spammy.
Yeah, but at times you kind of want to have the train, because especially if you play on operations, well, how do you break the enemy team if they're just going to sit and fire down at you from their close positions? Well, you kind of need the train to do that and push through, which, there I can understand the need of it, but it comes down most of the time to just people underusing flanking routes. Again, you're playing public play, you're not playing with a team of people that know how to do most of the time. Here, fortunately for guys that are going to be joining the DICEvsCommunity event, most players are not your average bots. They have their experience in the game, know how teamwork kind of works, and how to use the different classes, which is great, because this is how you want it to happen. And this is the thing with people that want to play with friends over here at GamersCommunity, because players have had so much experience with the past Battlefield games that if you hop in and play with anybody on the Discord or on the TeamSpeak, well, you kind of have an advantage against the enemy team, that is for sure. And playing with friends, playing with people that know what they're doing is very different than just randomly playing through, especially as someone like yourself, Nathan, who's played pretty much every single ESL 1 season, if I'm not mistaken.
I have indeed, yes. Played every single ESL season. I got to go lane on 3 of them, so that was great. But yeah, night and day difference. Playing this game with friends versus playing it solo, completely different.
Yeah, and this is the thing. One thing I love about Battlefield 1 when you play with friends is that squad dynamic. Well, each one of the squad, one of them can be your dedicated assault, another can be a dedicated recon/sniper, the other can be a medic as well. And this is what I used to do with some of my friends. We would go through the map as a unit and would just absolutely push every single objective. At times you need to change. Well, the person that just died, you tell them, they instantly switch, and you're all working together, which is great. That kind of teamwork, you start to miss it at times.
Yeah, teamwork is dream work, as they would say. I just want to quickly point it out. Looks like Drunks is being out-fragged and out-pointed right now.
Yep, and by GenFrags here.
Yeah.
GenFrags actually. There we go. We have a new Battlefield legend that I just spawned. It is GenFrags. It's 48-11. So here
again, working with the squad of his friends. So obviously that helping.
Exactly. As you can tell, there's 1, 2, 3 players from Gen at least in here that are on one side, so they're playing together, which is great. This is what you want to see.
Alright, so Boar and Blitz, what map have we got coming up next?
And actually, here's the thing. One of those people that was in the scoreboard gets a gift at the end of it. So, it's great.
Who was it?
I don't know. It just comes down to our admins. So basically our admins pick out a random number on random number generator, and you just get the number, you look at the scoreboard, and you see which number you got, and that's pretty much going to be your winner.
Yeah, so the admins basically just need to choose spectator slot 2.
Actually, spectator slot 2 is me, because I joined after you.
No, sorry, yes, spectator slot 1.
So we're going to be playing on Empire's Edge, and I like showing off a bit, Nathan. You know me. I'm that kind of guy.
Of course you do.
Of course.
That's you to a T.
Thank you. This is why we're good friends. But basically, we're gonna try and take this more seriously on certain parts of the objective push on here. So we're gonna show people what it's like to maybe cast competitively. You want to try that?
Yeah.
Because you actually casted at the last season of VSL 1. It's gotta be.
Yeah, let's not talk about that too much.
You almost beat Lexi there, so.
I did.
That's all that matters.
Let's be honest. We had that. But anyway, I'll let you do the bit of the caster, and I'll provide the analytics. Who we looking
Oh,
for?
dude. Okay, so we're gonna go and wait until players have gotten to Objective C, because as you can tell on the map, this the Castello Gates, the Castle Gate here for our non-Italian viewers. This is where you want to be coming up. Do you want to take control of this to go all the way to the Castello Alta, which actually Crates is from Team Aspera. Oh my god, this is such an old name. Oh my god, I remember Aspera. And of course the Water Castello here, which is Objective E. These middle parts are very good for infantry play, but also can be strafed very heavily by basically just everything from the sky. And it seems like red team here, the Austro-Hungarians, Konrad von Hotzendorf's friends, are on the objective. So we're gonna go and hop into a few player POVs here. We're into Cheshire Mo, excuse me, from Team Gen, who's trying to get the capture on the Delta Point. Remember, E and C on each side are taken by the enemy team, so he has to control this and keep this alive so his teammates can respawn on here and give himself the advantage. Goes in for the spray hipfire here with the Automatico, jumps on, down goes in for the knife, and there we go. Text to 86 gets skewered and shot down. Cheshire Mo. Oh my god. I'm trying to hype you up, dude! Don't... I got you baited.
Runs into an obvious Molotov there. That's unfortunate.
Unfortunate indeed. So, DTV NE Gimmicks is now pushing on the site, and it's actually running with a Model 10, or a Model... Yeah, there we go, 10A Hunter, and he runs into the same Cinder.
It's the same thing! Guys, fire, it kills you. Don't run into that. Don't
play with fire. Oh, dude, Mr. Pronice is just on fire! And then he gets exploded by anti-tank nades and just flops around. They're trying to take control of the objective, but it is so difficult to push through the amount of enemies that are certain objectives. And this is the thing. This is where you really do need the teamwork. Once you try to push on these D, C, and E sites, E doesn't really get contested that often, just because it's so open. And as soon as the ship comes up for the losing team, it kind of becomes a forfeit flag, but also D gets heavily contested by the naval fire.
Absolutely, and D is something that requires a lot of teamwork because it's very open. You get those little walls to cover you. That's about it. You need at least 4 people to cover it fairly easily. But yeah, that's fortunate for them. They've secured it, so they can move on. Looks like we got Helsing Reloaded doing the solo run with a shotgun to E. It's going to be a 1v1 here.
Hey, he's got to be running right into...
He's got a shotgun.
Is he going to run to anyone in here? Yeah, there's a from you see from the ticker above, there should be around 3 to 4 people around here. We'll see who can take down. There we go. Assault.
Oh, he completely missed it. He completely did not see him.
All right. Well, at least his teammates have taken control of the flag, which is really good. There's still 1 player alive on here who has not been killed. There you go into tabletop mode, and
I think he's on top of the castle, the building.
It actually does. I think he's dead. I can't actually. Yeah, maybe it's the. Maybe it's Ragdoll. Actually, he's running through with the plane as he gets shot out with the AA, and there we go. That's very good usage of the AA in the back here, Elma. So going to Danny on PC POV. It can get pretty hectic. That is for sure. So Danny running around, Danny no hands, with his... Actually, can we get his player card? Yes, exactly. Can we get his... Oh, he's trying to hit with the AA. That's not good at all. And he's just got RSC'd. So the RSC 1917 is a new weapon added to the medic class, and it has a really nice reload. Actually, it's very satisfying. That's for sure.
It is indeed. It's a pretty decent rifle. Can two-shot people.
High damage.
Close range. Yeah, very high damage, but low fire rate, and I think it only carries 7, I think, bullets. So you've always got to account for that. Very
5
similar
actually.
To the Model 8. 5? It is 5? Okay,
yep.
it's 5. Yep. So you got to obviously account for that, like the Model 8. But it's a long-range weapon, so you're not going to run into the same issues as the Model 8.
Alright, so Mr. Kumar is going to get shot down. So let's go into our tabletop mode as the assault on C has begun. Again, just randomly clicking. I always find Drunksy near the hotspots here as he gets shot down by the artillery truck all the way from the other side of the map. In the meantime, Punisher, WGA in here, is trying to push the Villa Falcone and push the enemies back because you need to control this B site to basically deny control of the top Castello from for the enemies. If you can control the villa itself, it means that enemies have to pass through here before they get to the Castello. And it's very difficult to take people out in this situation just because of the buildings that you have that you can run around between and just be a huge nuisance for your enemies.
Yeah, so it looks like they're going for a bit of a backup here. Is that their spawn at G? I don't think so. They've got the A spawn and they've snuck in the G here, so they're gonna try and pincer them, try and get the other flags happening with this. So they'll have the G, E, and A flags, and we can see D going up in their favor as well.
Yep, and this is really good, and they actually have a tank on the objective. If I can zoom in to check it out. Actually, we can just press on D. So it's Mr. Pronice that's on the objective, and he does have Georgian right behind him, actually, with one of the new tanks, actually. And it seems like everybody just gravitates towards this one just because of how good it looks. Not so much the A7V anymore, or especially the Landship Mark V. It's a bit odd.
Yeah,
but
that got a buff recently, but it just clearly wasn't enough. I think it got something to do with
just looks too good.
Shells. Yeah.
And indeed, this is a gun this is a tank that does have a motor gun. It's pretty sick. It's down for just a bit here, and they kind of need to get on the repair. So maybe they can get... This is the thing, actually, because supports are rarely seen with repair parts. So, I don't know. So, we still have some more VIPs joining in. Gen Odyssey, our last MVP, is trying to lay down C4 here to push the enemy tank right into him, trying to jabate him. AOD's Deity, a big member of the NAC, and actually trying to drop in with a grenade, landing right on top. They get 3 kills in a row, and they blow up the C4, so it kills a couple more guys, and this fight completely cleaned up. Golden Eagle to get the last one. And the BAR is still pretty sick. Yeah, that was... The tank support on its own was not the biggest thing, because he just stayed there and tanked all the rounds. But having him there just bought his team so much time, and his teammates were able to get in, play the flanks, toss grenades in perfect positions, and basically counteract the C4 that, well, the blue team was looking to use to take down Jorian's tank in here. So pretty darn good.
Just seems like the red team are just wiping the floor currently with the blue team.
We'll see if that continues, actually, when more VIPs join into the game.
Who have we got joining up? Do we know?
No, not really. I'm being told that there's a few, something like 4 or 5 VIPs that are going to be joining in at the round. So we'll see. Mystery people. There's so many people, actually, that are coming in to play today. I hope we're going to see Jeff Braddock. It's going to be playing tonight with us, the NA community manager. There's going to be a lot of people from EA DICE playing, as well as many YouTubers and influencers, etc. People you've seen, you've been getting used to seeing on Twitter and YouTube all the time. Odyssey throws in, gets 163 hit. Leviota is going to get taken down with the assist, and he's just getting assists all over as the C4 just does not land, or the dynamite, excuse me, because C4 didn't exist back then. But we'll be able to take down the 3 players that were attacking. I'm not mistaken, am I, Nathan?
C4 did not exist. That's called dynamite, and that was a thing back then.
C4, no, composite 4, the actual composite. Did it exist?
Composite? Not sure.
No, I don't think so.
There's a lot of weapons in this game did not actually make it into the war.
They have it dynamite. They have it here as dynamite. I just call it C4 because, you know, hashtag them old schoolers. So.
Yeah, but it doesn't stick to anything. You can only just throw it on the
ground.
There you go.
So it's not C4. There you go. Done.
No, it's not C4 at all.
It reminds me of the sticky bombs back in the day. I don't know if they would ever add sticky bombs in here.
Let's never put that idea in their head.
Too late.
Yeah, good one. But let's look. Planes. I haven't seen much plane domination until now with Crusoe with 3 kills. How do you find the planes in this game?
You have to click on them. So Giga191 is trying to push in with his plane here to strafe right over the main castle here, the main arrangement, all the way in the back by the enemy spawn. And he's just gonna get shot from the back, and remember, you can damage the planes in this game. He's trying to push right onto the bunker, and he's gonna crash.
And yep, saw that happening a mile away.
How many times has it happened to you though? Oh, we have Prolosco in here. Oh, dude, I want to see this. Okay, so Prolosco has now gotten right into the plane here. This is basically your very quick chase plane to be able to take down enemy lead aircraft. And, you know, Prolosco is, in my mind, the best Little Bird 1v1er in the history of Little Bird anything in BF4. And he used to play competitively, even though I don't want to mention any of the competitive stuff because, for, you know, reasons. And Lusco has been pretty much non-stop playing aircraft in BF1. And I think he's going to be dominating the sky so far. He can just run around, repair, dive back in. And it's just not negligible at all, the amount of damage that he can do, that's for sure.
He's running my most hated thing in this game. It's another shotgun, but it's for a plane.
The needle gun.
This thing, trench fighter kit for the fighter plane, I believe it is. Or the trench fighter is yeah, it's very powerful. It has a low reload time, and you can instantly kill many people from as far as you want with the plane, as long as you aim it relatively near them.
Yep, and the
as we can see right here, he's just wrecking the enemy team's plane.
Yep. So far on 8-1, he's got that explosive darts as well. Gonna try to strafe right on the infantry, gets 1 kill, drops the darts, and he's unable to get the last one. But for once, didn't hit too well. He's down to 92 HP and at about 80% on the plane, so he's gonna have to run back and pull back in. I believe Lusco is streaming right now. I'm not sure, as well as Grizzle BF. They are part of the event, and they're part of the official Battlefield stream team. And so, you know, you can go and watch them on twitch.tv/Battlefield whenever, you know, you have that itch of Battlefield. It's pretty much online all day, every day. We're just going to see how Lusco is able to manage this. He's getting shot from the side, and he's going to have to pull all the way back. Did you see him here? He's Italian, and he's running Italian colors, which is nice. And we're going to see the Dreadnought coming in for the blue team. So between a Dreadnought and the amount of firepower in the air, this can be devastating for the red team. And getting another kill with the explosive darts, and I can pretty much feel Nathan basically cringing in the back at the explosive darts hitting. Oh, Junksy! Oh. Just as I get to him, it's Ruska that takes him out with bayonet.
He has a thing for bayonets, doesn't he?
Oh my
god. Is that 3 now?
Actually, more.
Can't wait for them to be removed from the game, right?
Yep. That's how it happens. That's how it all starts. Oh, this is sick here.
Watching Pro Losco just absolutely dirty people with these darts right now. it actually makes me internally mad.
At how good he is pretty much taking down everybody. It really is infuriating if you're an infantry player. He's going to be chasing right behind all the planes, make sure that a light plane cannot really do much against him. Of course, he wants to defend his boat, basically, from any boat strafes from the enemy team. And here we go, gets the kill on the boat. And he's going to turn around and make sure nothing is in the air to take down their own dreadnought. And really, that is such a huge part of dreadnought play, because few things can hit you. And, you know, some of the few things that can hit you is here. Who's Mars HT, 24-6, and he's got the Fortress Gun. And he's got to be shooting with that Fortress Gun onto the Behemoth. He can be shot down and taken out, and those turrets do not respawn. So you want to target them immediately. And if he just fires and angles things correctly, he will be able to basically take out the vulnerable bits of the Dreadnought, which are basically the cannons, the guns, and of course the motor that it has on it.
Yes, the old Dreadnought Behemoths, the comeback mechanics. So let's see if they can actually make a comeback with this. It is 705 to 496. It's looking pretty dire. And look at this Dreadnought, it is absolutely falling right now. It's already at half HP and it's only been on the field for what? A minute and a half?
Yeah, and that is the power of using the assets within the game here, and this is what you want. You want infantry players to push onto this and take it out. And we're going to see Gen Odyssey is going to try to move out, and he sees the shells flying right over him. So he knows, alright, there's an enemy player in there. I need to come in, and I need to take him out, because you can shoot out enemies as they are sitting in the turret. There you go. C4 charge right into it, and here is Mars taken down. And not a moment too soon, because that boat was, or that boat... that huge Dreadnought was fairly low on HP at that point. Ragdoll is going to come in and try to basically take down any boats coming in from the opposing side. But Losko in the air makes sure that everything else will be dead. And it's pretty darn good control. But in the meantime, it's Texta86 who's gotten on the other side of the map and now will be taking control of his own artillery shells. And here we go, by the face. It's Danny on PC in the Dreadnought. Why am I not surprised? He'll be able to take him out, as he does have control over the Dreadnought mortar gun.
Yes, it looks like we got the old driver, Danny on PC. Didn't even do a very good job though. It's a very low Dreadnought, so maybe you should, instead of being Danny on a boat, you should probably stick to being on a PC, don't you think?
I don't know what's going on here with Spec. Eddie Savas is just jumping around. Papio right in front here playing Assault. And snipers on this map are actually pretty sick. I love seeing snipers for the first time. I know I'm pretty much like hating myself right now. But the way that snipers function in Battlefield 1 makes it so much more fun than especially in BF4. And it's a fun change to have.
Yeah, they feel more responsive is the best way I can put it. Way more responsive. Not much has changed apart from the drag that was added and the quite annoying sweet spot, but they feel much more accurate and responsive, I guess I can say. And as we're saying this, goodbye Dreadnought, it is sinking. It is dead.
Swimming with the fishes.
It is absolutely gone like the hopes of the blue team here by the looks of it. Do you think they can make a comeback?
I don't think with this much. This is the thing. In BF1, comebacks are not that easy. And to get a comeback, you have to take control of as many enemy flags as possible. And leaving the enemy with even 1 or 2 flags means that it will continue to tick tickets up for them. And at some point, you just will not be able to do anything against it. And that's how you just end up losing at the end of it.
Yeah, it's a shame that they did that. I mean, the comebacks were great in Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3. Actually, every single Battlefield they've changed it for Battlefield 1, which is a shame. But you know, just have to play on it and still have a bit of fun with it. Could the old hashtag bring back Conquest Classic? What do you think?
Yeah, a lot of people actually wanted that, but you know, including myself, Same for Conquest Small, but hey, what are you gonna do? There we go.
Well, they said they're going to test the Conquest Classic on the CTE, so stay tuned, I guess.
Yeah, that's actually gonna be pretty fun. If you're on PC and have Premium, make sure to get on there because they unlocked all of the weapons for everyone. Actually, starting the last few days. So if you want to test out new stuff, new changes to the game, that's the place to be. If you want to make your own videos and whatever, talk about these changes, then really get on there, test it, and talk about it. Don't be afraid to basically voice your, yeah, there you go. Voice your own opinions, just like Cryptic does. You know, basically on Twitter, on forums, on the CTE forums and CTE Slack. There's a lot of places to tell the devs, hey, what do you think about this change? And you know, they'll sift through everything and see, okay, well, this is possible within our engine. Maybe we should try this out, actually, guys. And maybe you'll sit one day.
You should keep it respectful and give good informative posts. You know, they'll take a look and see what they can do.
No, I don't agree with that. You're a poopy head, Cryptic.
Look,
you
listen, don't swear at me.
Poopy head.
I'm leaving. I'm done. I come here as a favour to you. You're just being mean.
Somebody's trying to be my ex again. All right.
Wow, we won't go into that one. That sounds like a deep box we'll never come out of.
Down the rabbit hole we go. So, Gen Odyssey doing pretty well, actually, using that dynamite to his advantage, but he does take down, well, one of the players here in front of him here, defending the C site. So we have, again, DICEvsCommunity in the chat that's running stuff for giveaways. So he's going to be using exclamation mark winner to give stuff away. He's going to be telling you all about these in chat. It's Dakota and the Chatterino. Can we get the few raised dongers for him, please?
Don't forget, guys, yes, you are in a queue, but they kick everyone, not everyone, a lot of people every round, so you'll get there eventually.
Yep, we want to get as many people in here.
Hashtag DICEvsCommunity in the server browser and join up. Now,
yes.
Milosh,
tell me.
we give us a rundown of the scoreboard of all our VIPs and tell us how they're doing.
Well, so far it's the Gen team that's doing very, very well, and Genfrax this time around is just absolutely dominating. He's not one of our VIPs, but you know, playing with that ping definitely does give him a bit of an advantage, to say the least. So some of our VIPs, of course, Danny on PC here running in the tank. Well, of course, with the Saint-Chamond. He's using the HE high velocity round. And he's so far doing 19 to 11, not bad, like that, 19 to 12. Octavia Centurion's Prolosco, on the other hand.
I wonder what he's in and what he's doing to get that score.
41 to 1 and climbing. And make that 42.
Like a plane.
Indeed. And he is just absolutely decimating the enemy team. You can check out his POV as well on his Twitch channel and on the official Battlefield stream. And he's just racking up the kills, 3 in a row here. Passing again, reloading, and making sure he has control as the round is starting to end. Drunksy so far 33 to 21. Very far from the scoreboards that he posts on Twitter. But it does make sense. You want to post the best stuff that you can get. And here he is up against some pretty decent players, and a lot of them. And it's not easy at all to try and shake them off. That is for sure. AOD's Deity in here at 18 to 14. Of course, Golden Eagle SA, who's at 28 to 13. Pretty darn nice. And he is, of course, the founder and owner of GamersCommunity. So he's doing pretty well for an old man like himself, that's for sure. And that'll be, again, another win for the red team. The Austro-Hungarian Empire takes it and is able to defend right here on basically Empire's edge. And I don't know. Do you follow a few of the World War I YouTube channels, Nathan? Because I've been getting into this for the past couple of years, and there's the channel The Great War. And they do like a week-by-week recap of what happened during the First World War, and it's sick. because you get to see what happened each week, rundowns of some of the great characters and people within it, and the horror of the war itself. And it is a ton of fun to watch these and learn more about what happened back in the day, and really ties in very well with a person that likes to play Battlefield 1. But in the last map, we were on Empire's Edge, Austro-Hungarians versus Italians. In reality, the Italians were trying to push a location like that in the mountains, very close to the Adriatic, multiple times, going as far to 7 or 8 battles along the Isonzo River there. And you know, it's not easy at all to say that they struggled to go through. But if they had Prolosco, I think Luigi Cadorna would have had a lot of an easier run at the Austro-Hungarians, that's for sure. Maybe one day. Tommy in chat.
Maybe.
You claim you know Battlefield if you don't know who Milos is.
Who's Milos?
I never heard of him. Never heard of him.
Did you know, Chad, that Milos isn't his real name? The more you know.
Yo, dude, don't say it. This is illegal. I don't think anybody can talk about my real name. You know, I get called my online name a lot more often than my real one. So
honestly, when I first met you, I thought your real name was Milos. So you could probably. What?
Was it just
probably,
what gave it off? What's it? Oh yeah, this guy looks like a Milos.
You call yourself Milos the Medic?
Yeah, you call yourself Cryptic, but I never thought the actual name was Cryptic.
Yeah, but Cryptic's not an actual... I'm not going to name a kid Cryptic, am I?
You're a very cryptic person, aren't you, Cryptic?
Not really.
Yeah, that is true, actually. Pretty straightforward.
Let's see what we got here.
Okay, so I'm spectating Floppy Ragdoll, who's now pushing through. He's trying to take down Arrest! There we go! I remember back in the day where you could only swipe right side with your cavalry sword when you're on the horse. That was fun times.
Back in the day where it had the hitbox of a what do you call it, a tank, where you could be half a mile away and get killed by a horse. Yeah, that was great days.
Back in the day. Your online name is your Heath. Yeah, of course, Heath Stevens. Kind of makes sense. I don't think, like, okay, let's check out. I don't know if somebody's name would actually be Tommy MXR in real life, or just Tommy. Who would call themselves Tommy, right? Seems like a very Austrian name. Or XXTFR84XX. What would you call yourself? What?
I call myself or my kid XXTFR84XX. That is definitely a real life name. I'd throw a few more X's in there and a bit of capitals, and we'd be all good. Yeah, you wouldn't have everything in lowercase. You would just basically alternate between lower and uppercase, right? Yeah, exactly. It'd be little x, capital X, little x, underscore.
Well, Drunksy's now switched to his sniper, and he's actually, we were talking about this before, but he's using the SMLE marksman. And I love the SMLE. It's great. It allows you to get aggressive with its relatively quick reload time, but also it's very controllable, and he gets stabbed again.
Again.
I don't know how to react to this, because every single time we spectate him, he gets just taken out. Oh my god, Florian.
Oh wow. That is definitely getting removed from the game, guys. Next match, get your bayonet medals as much as you can right now, because they are being deleted.
I'm sure you are, TFR. It's just for the jokes. So Jet Odyssey still going ham. Slendy is going to get shot down here. A great Swedish viewer of basically every single Battlefield stream, which is pretty good. I love seeing the Twitch Battlefield community getting together as well and playing today. It's great that we have such a tight-knit community, but this is extremely difficult for the blue team to counter here, because we're gonna have a huge it's huge Cryptic, it's huge. They're all pushing onto the A side here, It's going to be extremely difficult for the blue team to shut them down. Second's going to get taken down. One of the DICE members here, DICE Dev members, is Floppy Ragdoll, taking him out, going in for Stone, unable to take him out, and that'll be a roadkill on Celiatric, who's one of the invitees, actually, for the event, but will get shot down at the end there. It's Pops on 3DO, pushing in with the Hellregal. We were talking about the Hellregal changes. There will be a new addition. I'm sure it's still on CTE right now.
Hellregal defensive.
Exactly, and you have a bipod on the Hellregal with an optic that allows you to squeeze a bit more range out of the Hellregal.
There we go. Drunk's confirmed, guys. The bayonet is being deleted tomorrow. He swears. All right, so everyone take that as an official comment.
There you go.
But back on the Hellregal. What is the Hellregal bullets normally at? Is it 60? It's 60. Yeah, so the new one is actually going to have 120.
Makes sense.
And one magazine, so it's got a bipod 120. You know, it's going to be ripping stuff up. And among that, you've also got a sniper variant of the what is that big gun called again? The one shot everyone. Yes.
I see the. God damn it, the elephant gun, basically.
What is it called again?
I forgot about it. What am I doing with my life?
Look, I'm googling it. I have to Google it.
We played. I played it in the beginning, and then I got really tired of using it just because of the quick reload. I play very terribly. I'm way too aggressive and always get myself killed. And you don't want to run around like that. What is it?
It is the Martinez Henrys, the Martini Henry.
The Martinez Henrys? Is that what Chess calls it or something?
Yes.
Really?
That's what we call it in Australia, the Martinez Henrys. But yes, even there you go, someone in the chat's given it to us, the Martini Henry. But yes, it is the Martini Henry that is getting a sniper variant as well. So all the level 10 guns are getting new variant each.
Makes sense, because they only had one variant. So they only had the stock and never really got an extra variant. So it's good to have something to play around when you get to that 10th level, which is not too difficult, actually.
Some people clearly multitasking here, listening to the stream and playing the game at the same time.
The Martinez headers. And this is great. I hope they get something off of the giveaways today, because if you're in game, you can win stuff. Oh! Second, will he detonate? Oh, he kills the horse. Oh, go Peta. Second from DICE just took down the horse and wasn't able to take down Danny on PC. Danny's gonna be running in here onto E. There's a player on the other end that basically wants to contest him. And he's gonna get the jump. Oh, gets this bayonet on the BFTR.
And you get
and he gets stabbed in the back. Oh, dude.
More like Danny on spawn screen, am I right?
Oh, dude. Danny on spawn screen. Nice meme. And we actually have 4 players from Team Gen that are in here. I actually don't know who they are, but it seems like they're working together very well, which is very good because they're pushing their team to victory, which is great.
Looks like Drunks has pulled the old admin controls and moved him over to their team, so he's got a bit more of a, an easy way to pull off those scores.
Yeah. And 15.
But we still got Gen Odyssey up the top, 24 for 1 with the assault kit.
Oh, he's got to take down another one. Nicely done. Drunksy is not far behind, and also on here he's got a quick switch. This is very smart. Drunksy switches around to the assault kit or the medic kit, excuse me, that was on the ground. I was able to heal himself up for just a bit more. Goes in and now charges in with the Mars automatic. Is able to take down the final player in the trenchways here in the barracks of the courtyard, and do have control of the E flag. And it seems like Red Team is just off the chain because they don't have TF484 playing with them, as he was saying in chat. So this is good. This is a bit more stalematy because we have 3 flags to 3, but the 4th here for the Red Team is going to get capped out. Not a moment too soon, because it's starting to get very, very far away. Almost double the tickets of the blue team here on the right side, and that's not really a good place to be if you want to create a good comeback. They're trying to take down Shat al-Arab post, which means basically the Arab beach post. So basically it's just the Arabian Sea. Or the Persian Sea. Oh, nicely done from Floppy, taking down Ludo Flame, and he's going to deny... there we go. So Floppy is, of course, from New Zealand. He's got the... what's the leaf called, actually? You know this a lot better than I do.
Oh, I think it's a fern?
Yes, there we go. Zach Galifianakis, between two ferns.
Yes, it's a silver fern. That's exactly what it is.
There you go.
Wait, he's playing for New Zealand?
No, he's from New Zealand, and he works for DICE. Basically, he works on the media team. So a lot of the video production, a lot of the photos that you see, well, those are all part of his job. Basically, how cool is it? Just spend all day and play around as a spectator and create cool, intros, cool trailers. It's pretty nice. And I have to say, if anything, trailers for Battlefield games are just absolutely sick. So
they're very well made. Very well made.
There you go. I do believe we have Losco still in the air, so.
Oh, yeah, of course. Let's see what he's looking at right now. Where is he? 16 for 1. Running the darts again in the plane. Look, there's no surprise. He's probably going to end up on 50 kills again. I think he needs to get on the other team, kill Drunks a couple of times, so this can just be deleted as well.
Yeah, because
we should work with the chat to get all the bad stuff deleted, shouldn't we? So everyone gets to kill Drunks with certain weapons, and we can get them out, or other DICE devs as well.
Yeah, and actually, anybody can join in right now. The queue is a bit full, but we do run a queue refresher every game. This way, more people can jump in. They can try things out, and they can get a shot at winning, because one of the 64 players in here, unfortunately excluding our spectators, which are myself and Nathan, get a shot at winning some great stuff. We have two millisecond monitors, actually, refresh rate monitors. I believe they are AOC. And we have some DICEvsCommunity tags, or not tags, but DICEvsCommunity t-shirts, and some gaming mice are going to be put in as well. There's quite a few things to win at the end. Of course, things in chat that are going to be given away with DICEvsCommunity. So, Secon from DICE is part of the development team, is running around with the new Shosha, or how a lot of Americans like to pronounce it, the Shosho. And it always makes me cringe as someone that speaks French. Yeah.
Look, I'm not going to make a comment on that because I don't pronounce anything correctly. So, I'm Australian.
Australian.
So
yeah, without the usual adjective that's given at the end of every sentence that ends with Australian.
I was tempted to say that,
I know.
but I thought family.
Yes,
indeed.
Indeed. So this is actually great from the Shoshat, because with a couple of rounds you're able to do so much damage against planes. It actually looks pretty sick. Reminds me a lot of the SCG-44, but in a bit of a different format. It's a pretty sick weapon. It's low rate of fire, but it does so much damage. I absolutely love this. There we go. He hops right into the AA. He's trying to take down Prolosco, and this is very smart from Secon. Wants to pull that plane away. He's going to get the disable and the kill! Oh my god. Secon, nicely done. And that's Losco, one of our top MVPs in the last round. Not going to get taken down, but I'll say, well, he's got a few things to say at the end there as he charges right in, takes him out. It seems like the blue team is starting to engineer a comeback. They're pushing in, and they do have tank support coming in right on the B side here, as they're running, well, basically with a support tank on the objective. It's Helsing Reloaded, who's coming in, has a standard loadout with a HMG. There you go. It's a HE with a rear-firing LMG that he can use as well. Track repair if needed, and he will need it, but artillery shells are falling all over. Assault classes are killing him, trying to get him down. There we go. Finally, he's going to get killed by Golden Eagle's incendiary nade. great work here by Golden Eagle, of course, from DICEvsCommunity, and of course GamersCommunity, who, without which we wouldn't have really seen this event like this. That's for sure. If you want to, join in, be part of GamersCommunity, then basically you can go to gamers-community.net and basically check them out. You can find out a whole bunch of information over them. They do regular community games, have their own server as well on EU, and especially for anybody here from the Middle East. It's a big focus. I myself am from the Middle East, and it's great to see GamersCommunity existing for us Battlefield players, because it means that if I ever go back home to Lebanon, well, I know which servers I'm going to be getting on to get decent ping, actually, which is great.
Very good. So, looks like we've got a lot of people with high ping here on this server.
A lot of NA players.
Yeah, a lot of... that's a ping that I would be getting to this server. It makes me tempted to join in and try and shut some people down.
And see, this is why I invited you, so that way you can't win anything, because you would definitely be on top there.
Oh, well, that's not fair. I thought we were friends. This is just not good.
Don't worry, next LAN, I'll buy you a kebab.
You still owe me for sending some undies, mate.
That is true, actually. Okay, so here's the story. About a year and a half ago, we were both in Germany, and I asked Nathan here, hey Nathan, I need to send something to family in Australia. When you go to Australia, can you just mail it there? Because it would be a lot faster and cheaper also. So I didn't know what it was until they're like, my family members were like, hey, can you get us these exact type of German-made underwear? These exact German shorts that only exist here and nowhere else. I'm like, oh dude, really? You want me to ask my friend to take with him like half a kilo of underwear to Australia to bring it to your place and on the other side of the country?
Since I'm a really good person, I said
exactly.
Yes.
There you go.
And I'll add another bit to that story. I had to set an alarm on my phone to get up to go to the post office and do it. And the alarm went off, and I told my girlfriend to just turn the alarm off, and she looked at it and it said, send undies. What's send undies?
This is the first time I hear this story, actually.
Yeah, this is the first time you've heard this, but yes, this is exactly what happened. So it eventually got there. Around the raid wants to know if I'm going to the OG Pepe Land. Sure, if you're flying me to Europe.
Yeah, because it's pretty expensive. Yeah, we're trying to plan a LAN event for basically your old Battlefield 8v8 and 5, etc. community. Play multiple games and go hang out in Germany somewhere. So maybe that'll happen. Golden Eagle trying to go 1v1 versus Slendy. Slendy's going to take him out though. Had that as a health pack, so give him just that extra boost. Paps is going to get taken down. Paps is also a type of beer. So someone that doesn't drink, I'm pretty impressed that I actually know that. And he's just going to be firing down. Slendy in control, but just getting assists and not using his Cinder Grenade just yet. There you go. No brain, no aim, medic main. Slendy's going to be taking down players. It should be more like BAR, man. So toxic.
Yeah, that's bar, mate. The bar, the best gun in the game.
Yeah, I still haven't. I wanted to make a video on it, and I still forgot. Mr. Rudd sent me the VODs, but still. So Slendy's still moving up.
Right, yes.
Yeah, he actually did send me the VOD, and I just ended up not doing anything with it because I'm a lazy bastard.
The old bar.
So guys, the keyword, just a reminder, the keyword now for a giveaway is DVSC, DICEvsCommunity. Person will be going away with a frontline pack giveaway, and that'll be given away in the next minute or two. Even Cryptic's typing in. I don't think I can actually win anything off of that.
I'm gonna try. It's done by the random roll, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. It's a completely random roll.
Are you doing that on stream?
No, it's DICEvsCommunity that are doing it. It's a separate night mode command.
Oh, okay. Alright, well if my name pops up, I'm just gonna laugh anyway.
I don't know if I removed rods from it, though.
We'll see.
We'll see. Alright, Penta Knight from Penta Community, probably. Now trying to move in, but the blue team is really starting to catch up to the Reds. 150 points away, but the problem is there are so many flags that are still in control of the red team, and more starting to bleed their way. If you didn't know, you can actually click on the flags right up top here, and it'll actually send you all the way to a third-person perspective. That's actually pretty sick. This is something that Brett FX was working on, basically telling the guys at DICE, and you can click on the screen, on the person, and it'll just get you right into his POV, his or hers, of course. And it's great. I love these changes as someone that has spectated 500 hours of Battlefield 4. So I kinda like this.
Yeah, it's a nice change. The spectator in this, they're working on it. It's getting better and better every release. The recent patch actually made it look really good in terms of gameplay versus what you're seeing the person do. So
yeah, there's a lot of desyncs before, that's for sure.
Yes, that's all been solved now. So that's nice to see. So, where are we at? Looks like red team's got to absolutely obliterate this other team. The other team, even if they capped almost all the flags, they still wouldn't be able to win this. The red team is just too far in front. Yeah,
and that's pretty much a symptom of the current ticket system, or the flag system within Battlefield 1. But Kenterak's going to be moving in using the new DLC weapon, the RSC 1917. It seems like the DICE guys are big fans of playing basically medic and any support class that they're going to require at the end. Drunksy, of course, running around with a sniper. He was very well known in BF3 as being a sick sniper. So here we go. He's going to be able to take down one, and not the second, though. Penta's Peta, who's moving in here. One of the community members will be able to take him out and take down everybody within the tower itself. Prolosko still in the air at 45-2.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, that is.
That's, yeah. They nerfed AA in this patch.
I'm an AA driver.
They can see that working really hard here. Oof.
Oh my god! The Behemoth's just taken down Golden Eagle and everybody around him. And Golden just getting up and has no clue what's going on. Runs up to revive his teammates. Wants to help keep the team alive, especially Danny on here. And they're just going to try to, well, basically run all the way to the other side of the map. As there we go. A is going to be contested. They drop down right onto him. And it's Rolled at War from Team Jin that's going to be taking him out. 40 tickets remaining as we get closer and closer to the end here. And it seems like the blue team is definitely struggling to take down the Reds. And here, Palpio moving up. And he's going to get shot down by Cartesis from Team Aspera. A pretty good play so far. This is the thing, though, Nathan. What do you think, since you're the more analytical mind? Do you think this entire way of victory for the red team has just been because of the fact that they're zerging around different flags and they have control of the air at the same time? Or what is it for you?
It's just complete domination on all fronts. It's just looks like Reds have had air control, ground control the whole way. So they've just kind of split up. They've got their flags, they're holding it, they're defending them, and then they're splintering off and capturing the other ones. It's not really much the blue team can do. I mean, they got the early lead, and that's really hard to take.
And
again, once that lead's gone.
Here we go. We actually have our winner for the frontline pack of Battlefield 1. It's Aosaurio.
So I'll message DICEvsCommunity on Twitter and claim my prize.
Yes, that's indeed how you should be playing.
Congratulations, Aosaurio. I'm going to call you Aosaurio, like the biscuits in Australia.
Is that an actual biscuit?
Well, they're not a biscuit, they're like a cracker.
Ah.
A square cracker.
Oh, yeah, I see how it is. Okay. Okay, I need to go to Australia. You guys have IEM Sydney coming up. It's going to be sick.
Oh, yes, I am going to that. That is,
I really want to go there, dude. I really want to go. I'm trying so hard to go.
You want to swap? I want to go to Europe.
Yes,
Probably
we
not
can swap for a
Brussels,
weekend. Why?
No, I don't want to go Brussels. No, Amsterdam. That's right next door, right?
Yeah, it's an hour away, so
Alright, let's do it.
you can go and meet up with Lexi and a lot of actually Danny on PC can go both browse Reddit at the same time in Amsterdam. So
Oh, yeah, we're gonna have a meme land.
a meme land. Actually, it would be pretty nice to have like a meme land. So people would join in, and they basically have like 1v1 meme games or something.
That sounds.
Floppy's asking you to go to New Zealand. Unfortunately, I don't think. I think he would prefer going to Brussels over New Zealand. Cryptic's Australian.
Have we lost Milosh again?
No, he's here.
No. Oh, yeah, he's here? Alright, yeah, no. No one needs to go to New Zealand. It's okay. The better half of that relationship. New Zealand's kind of like the...
It's the Wales tiers.
Never really wanted.
It's the Wales tier of Britain. It's you know, it's like Wales is
less attractive cousin. The brother we never really wanted was Tasmania, but we kind of had to deal with that.
No, there's no event in Brussels. I wish there was, because last time Cryptic and the Australians were in Brussels, we had a bit of fun, actually, running around trying to get some chocolate.
Went for a big walk that was completely unnecessary. But,
actually, yes.
but yeah, it was quite fun. Europe trekking, free trips, can't complain.
Can't complain.
Anyway, as no one's surprised, Prolosco is in the plane again, and he's 4 for 0. Now this map is absolutely disgusting for planes. There is no cover. They, apart from getting into sea or in under the bunkers, there's no cover. You're just gonna get cleaned up, just as Prolosco is doing right now.
Yeah, he is gonna have a field day with everybody on here, and to add, just make matters worse, he's got Scrub Raid or Around the Raid in here from Team Waffles, the Luftwaffles, who's playing with him, and he's gonna be supporting him with the backside LMG here. It's basically both of them are going to be focusing down the AA, and they're going to be able to take down the AA, which is great because now not much can actually take you out as a biplane on the map here. So heading into DICEvsCommunity's POV, running around with the Bene Mercier telescopic, and he's going to be hopping into the mortar, just opening fire here right onto basically everything on the top side of B here, just lobbing his HE mortars. HE mortars have a much smaller explosive radius, but do a lot more focus damage than basically your secondary ammo type, which is more of a shotgun shell, if you will. So pretty darn good so far. He's able to take down one here, DTV Ghost. Unfortunately, Popst is right behind him. He's going to be able to take him out, but not before Mars comes right with the plane and is able to shoot him down.
Well, it looks like we're heading into a one-sided battle again. If people can't get their red team's planes out of the sky, is the red team? It is the red teams, yes, the red team's planes out of the sky. They're going to be having a big problem here. They've got total air domination with 4 planes. Flying 5 planes now.
What?
5 planes
really?
On the map. They have 5 planes. Yeah, because you get the 2 in spawn. Oh no, the 3 in spawn, I think it might be. And then you get the 2 from the D flag and 1 from the B flag. No, sorry, you get 1 from D flag and 1 from the B flag.
And this is a problem now because even if they get the airship, it's not going to be able to do much.
It's going to get the wrecked.
Exactly. I definitely agree. Will not be easy at all. So, we're going to have to check in on Drunksy and Floppy Ragdoll's little combat play here. Floppy so far is on 2 to 3, playing on the blue team. Is going to be dying a lot, that is for sure. On the other side, Drunksy is not doing too hot as well. He's 3 to 5 running sniper. And
it's those planes, man. Those planes.
Those planes.
You
not easy at all.
Anything about it.
And especially when you're playing against smart players, because they will target down AAs very, very quickly, and you need that to have that dedicated spawn on an artillery truck to try and take him out.
Well, yeah, I mean, you look at it. They've got 5. Red team has 5 planes in the sky, and that's almost as many AA guns on the ground. So let's
good look.
Let's look at it that way. That's not a good look for the blue team there. They're not going to have a fun time. Now, don't forget there's no lock-ons or anything that the infantry can use to shoot down these planes apart from their small arms, or if they get the right angle with the AT gun.
Drunksy taking down Floppy here with a straight shot with the Mars.
There's going to be a fight in my office tomorrow. Or Monday.
Yeah, quite possibly. But here's the thing. Can we talk about pistols for a second? Because it seems like many people...
About how OP they are?
I don't know, dude. I love the hipfire, but I think there's a huge variety of people that just play with so many different pistols that is not something that we used to see previously in Battlefield. The Frommer stop is pretty sick, and everybody likes the standard 1911. But what's your favorite one?
From a stop is I think it's the From a stop is the one with it looks like it has 2 barrels.
Yep.
It's the medic.
Like a tiny, like a tiny 5.7.
If you've got that pistol, you don't need any other pistol. The thing does everything you need it to do. It will short range, long range, no issue. Any of the guns with the high fire rate, small hip fire, will just wreck. They're basically primary weapons in themselves.
Yeah, and of course you have the Mars automatic, which is high
World War I Deagle,
basically, and it's super sick in terms of the amount of damage that it can do, but still not easy at all. And here we go, Kakaduis is in here. This is sick actually, because Kakaduis, she's a pretty darn good player. She's a viewer of a lot of the Battlefield streams. She's very well known within the Twitch Battlefield community. She's going to be running into her basically Red Baron plane here. And she's intended to with twin HMGs and explosive darts. So she's going to try to rival the enemy side of Prolosco. And I don't know if they're going to have an air truce, because I think Duis is going to try to take him out.
An air truce?
Yeah, that happens. But that happens. It's for nerds, but it happens.
Lame. That is so lame.
I know.
Air truces. They should be very ashamed of themselves.
Apparently, people actually like the number 3, the Revolvo, the standard revolver.
Look, I hate what they've done with the revolvers in this game. I used to love the Magnum in BF3.
They're not as powerful.
Ripping heads off, dude, was the best thing, the best feeling ever. I don't know if you remember, actually, in BF4, when I came over to Germany the first time we played the second time in Brussels, played the Go 4. Got that sweet double headshot in half a second.
Parasol Storm.
Oh. Yeah, it was a great one against, I think it was Penta? No, yeah, it might have been Penta. I can't remember. But
quite possibly. But I remember, people like Benny getting sick plays, especially on Paracel. Actually, final season of Domination before 44 mag was nerfed at the end there.
Yeah, it was a great gun, skillful gun to watch. They just absolutely decimated them in this game.
No, it's all about the G18. That's for sure.
Yeah, the G18. You know that's in this game, right? That's the From a Stop automatic.
Yes.
The pilots get.
The pilots and all your all your pilot classes. So an air pilot, a land ship pilot, and a tank pilot, etc. Well, they all get exactly that. They can use the Frommer, and it's pretty sick.
You should see Wigan when he gets his hands on the From a Stop automatic. It's absolutely disgusting. But look at this at the top between D and B. This is the typical thing that happens on this map often. Infantry fights, just trying to push each other both ways, trying to get those top flags, get control of them. And let's see, do we have any snipers sitting over on this opposite hill that I can call out as horrible people right now? No, we don't. All right, well, we've got a very, very sensible
bunch here. Yeah. Here we go. Duis is just going ham, dude. She's just killing everyone. Where is she? She's on 12-2. So far doing pretty well. Just trying to chase away the enemy plane here. And I believe that is Prolosko's plane. So around the raid's going to be taking pot shots at Duis. She's going to be running away. Very low HP. Crashes into the mountain. And she is going to get shreked by the AA as well. Nicely done. And this is the thing. A counter push onto B. B is extremely difficult to take out because of the fact that the lower zone is cappable by the enemy team. They can stand below in the actual bunker and just keep opening fire through the tiny slits of enemies that are trying to pass by. Exactly like what Emma here is trying to do from Team Gen.
See, this is one of the big problems I have with this map, is you can camp out with those sentry kits in these under areas, right? You'd think, logically, if you blow up the fortress guns, that you could jump through the top.
Yeah.
You can't. And that is something that needs to happen, really.
There you go.
They need to make it. They need to make it so you can fall through the hole in the top once you've destroyed the fortress gun. Because people just camp down there, and there's not much you can do but stand up the top and cap it half the time.
And actually, we have, if you guys remember, Mr. Double X in the chat saying he's out. Anniversary with the wife. Happy anniversary, dude. And I hope you had fun with us. I hope you had fun. Of course, the keyword for the next giveaway, which is a DICEvsCommunity t-shirt, is DICE. So type DICE in the chat if you want to be entered in here. I actually don't know how many people are watching the stream right now, Nathan.
76.
Really?
Yeah, I can see it. How can you not see that?
Because I only have chat open.
Oh, okay. No, I've got the stream open on the left here. So it's all good.
More of a righty. There we go. Hakim, Penta Communities now moving up on the D side. Gonna basically do as big of an assault as possible. And they're just gonna keep up the revives. Nays landing right over him. He's down at 2 HP. He's got some help from his teammates in the back, so they're going to be able to survive for at least just a bit. Going in versus Drunksy. He's going to be able to take them out with the SMLE, still staying alive. And it's Kenturak as well to help him out. Yeah, Drunksy is just benefiting from this so much. And he'll be able to clean up everybody up there with the help of Prolosko.
Yep, everyone's just gone from that flag. That push has been completely obliterated. And we got some camping people in the arty truck. Awful, awful people. See, this arty truck, right? It's meant to be used as an AA truck. That is an AA gun on top, is it not?
Wait.
I believe that is the AA truck. So, no one uses it ever as the AA truck. It is a APC. An APC to everyone else.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, that is an AA gun, yes, yeah. So no one uses that. It's always used as an infantry weapon, but actually we can see right now that he's using it as the AA against who was that plane over there? Pied.
Oh, there you go.
And rip.
Down the AA goes, and Helsing pushing on top of him with the Model 10A is going to be able to take him out. Pretty good. We have Duist back in the air. Again, running over everybody, and she's only going to be getting hits and a few assists here and there. Not too good, especially with the red team up now by 100 points, but it's a lot closer than we had before, and the 3 flags are in control of the blue side. They need to hold off against this top mountainside assault, and they will have a much better chance of pushing back and taking an enemy flag, because B taken by the reds would be an extremely bad situation to be in. But this is very smart.
The team is going for a back cap.
Yep.
They're going for a back cap on E, so they're just sitting on it, but they're about to meet a tank by the looks of it.
It seems like they're trying to get those shots onto it. It is...
Is this the land ship?
Yes, it is. It's somewhat disabled here. More grenades landing on top of it.
Oh, it is getting absolutely ruined. Oh, will they get it? Oh, he's just repairing through it. And I think that push is finished.
There's still one man alive. Oh, there we go. getting more reinforcements from Chumegu. Unfortunately, Chumegu does spawn as a sniper, and that's not going to be a help at all as Prorosco comes in right behind. He's got 100 stars with the attack plane. Like, come on.
Firebomb wins the Dice versus Community giveaway.
And apparently he wants it to be rerolled, so we're going to have a reroll of that t-shirt because Firebomb apparently does not want to have it. He wants to give it to somebody else. What a great big heart.
Guy.
He is a nice guy, actually. He's been a huge part of the channel here, because without him, I wouldn't be able to afford a lot of the equipment that I have on here. So especially my new mic, which you might like because it's Audio Technica and they're your team sponsors. So
we are sponsored by Audio Technica. Give it a shout out to Audio Technica. But
please sponsor.
Get a nice reroll here. Frankenstein 1984.
There's a lot of people from 1984 in here.
Yeah, it's the Battlefield age, data gaming. That's how we call it.
Yeah, nowadays there are can you believe it? There are people that are born after the year 2000. Actually,
you know what? You know what's unbelievable? The fact that I thought you were older than me. But
yeah,
you
I'm actually
beat me by like 4 years or some shit.
Yeah, I'm actually I turned 23 in January, and I'm young. I'm a youngin.
Yeah, you're 3 years younger than me.
You're an old man, dude.
I'm apparently I'm an old man. I still look younger than you though, right?
Yeah.
With my beard.
Give me a couple years at the gym, and we'll talk about it.
Sorry, man, I just grow my beard back out.
So okay, Frankenstein 1984 won a T-shirt last event. So he wants to re-roll. Nice. So guys,
it's alright. It's alright, you guys. You can donate it to me. Alright. So just hit me up on Twitter, just at DICEvsCommunity, and you can just donate that away.
Definitely trying to win something out of this today. So I know there's a few people that might be into hardcore, but don't be that guy in here. So just type in hardcore in the chat, and we'll see who takes the cake for this one. So this is getting super close here. A 70 ticket differential between both teams as the B flag and A are being capped. This is a great back cap here on the Girardi stable all the way in the back. And now at least the blue team is going to try to push on to B, retake it, but there's so many enemy players in here. Very difficult to take them out.
Looks like getting the hardcores in the chat. Lots of them coming.
Oh, dude. Golden Eagle is just absolutely taking down everybody on the enemy team. One person I want to check out is Terra Immortal. Is he in here? Yes, he is. So Terra Immortal running in with a Matson is able to take down Slendy. He's going to be shot down, though, by Chumegu right up front with that Russian and 1895 sniper. Of course, Terra being part of GamersCommunity alongside Danny on PC, alongside myself, and of course Golden Eagle. So if you guys want to just have fun, come in and play with GamersCommunity, because there's people all the time in Discord and on TeamSpeak. If you want to play Rainbow Six, you want to play some Overwatch, you want to play some Battlefield, of course. They still play Battlefield Hardline. There's still people on there that play Battlefield Hardline. So, you know, if you kind of want to get people to play with, and you're like, dude, I just got my PC, especially for PC. It does work for everybody else. Like, oh, I'd like to play with some cool people, especially if you're Middle Eastern or in the EU. Well, you can hop right on into GamersCommunity and basically be part of us. Join the team. Be one of us. Basically, one of us. Yeah, there are dozens of us. Literally dozens of us on gamers-community.net. Basically, come in and play with everyone because it's cool and we all like playing video games. So, let's see who won it. There we go. It's Brent Lostak who wins the DICEvsCommunity t-shirt for today. There's still more stuff to be given away, and that is all done and controlled by the DICEvsCommunity moderators. in chat. Of course, it is dear friend Dakota Pressy from the community itself. A big thanks to them for putting up this event. A big thanks for Hardcore League, who shoutcasted and ran the Xbox and PS4 event last week. It's good to have people that are up here and ready to sacrifice their chances of winning giveaways to commentate over games, right, Nathan?
Yep, I'm here at. It is now turning 6:48 in the morning. Just to commentate and help out Milosh.
Why, thank you, Nathan. This is
not winning any prizes.
He wants to remind me of that for later times. So here we go. We're gonna have both tanks here. Both tanks are gonna be trying to take one another out here. The Saint Chamond of Life Giver 24. Well, it's gonna be taking lives. Now he's just basically taking control of the C flag. As this is slowly turning back around for the blue team, but they gave away a big window to the Reds, and they need to take them out and hold them off at the D flag. So it comes down to creating a defensive line all around the top side of the mountain here, using the trench line for yourself, and this truck is going to be a huge part of it. Of course, you have the artillery that you need to take control of, not lose the bunker, which is what's happening right now. B-side's going to get cleaned up, but C's going to get pushed again. A Life Giver needs support before he pushes back in there. It's not... You can't just, push in randomly as a tank in this game. If you do that, you will instantly die.
You will get the wrecked.
Yes, exactly. You will get the wrecked. And speaking of giving wrecked, this Young, who's going to be moving in, he's fairly low HP, though, and his tank's going to have to pull out and just go for reps with his teammates. Seems like Life Giver himself down at 60% HP, taking shots all the way to the other side, trying to take down the enemy tank before it gets repaired.
So, for the people that want to get into this, how much longer have they got left until this all finishes up?
Oh, dude, look at what's going to be given away that you can try to win, Nathan. DICEvsCommunity is giving away the first monitor of tonight in Twitch chat. Yes, if you guys want to win a gaming monitor, an AOC 2 millisecond refresh rate monitor, or 2 millisecond, is it? No, it's not a refresh rate. What is it?
12-inch monitor, apparently, Milosh. A good one.
No, it's a 24. No, I checked. I know my inches. Wink, wink. But they're going to be giving away one of the monitors right now. So I think if you guys want it, maybe we'll give it away. But I don't know if there's enough people in chat that would want to win a free monitor. Do you think there are a few?
Look, I don't think it matters. I'm going to abuse my admin powers and delete everyone else's messages and just leave mine just sitting there. So I think I'll have the free monitor, right?
There we go. It's a response time. But yeah, you can try. You're a mod. If Firebomb can win, maybe you can.
Exactly. If Firebomb can win, maybe I can. And there will none of this re-rolling rubbish here. I'll just be taking this with me and going home.
Damn you, Firebomb!
But keep an eye on chat, guys. That giveaway is coming up.
Alright, let's head into Odyssey on here. He's going to try and push through onto the D flag. And he's going to try to blow up the doors. Basically, this is very smart from the red team. They want to wait until they have control of the flag respawn here before they push all the way down. And they're going to try to stagger against all the C4 that's being put up on all the explosives. Very good before they push in. It's going to get shot down. Unfortunately, it's Jed right on the flag. Eri is just opening fire as well, and it seems like they're finally going to be able to clean up the blue side right up top. There still are a couple of them down below. It's Knight from Penta Crew, who's right below. Sprays down 2! Are you kidding me? Pulls out the number 3. Goes half for another 2! My God, it just goes absolutely nuts before dying and just getting fried by the Incendiary. But he's going to get rezzed by his teammates, and get your head out of there, Hakim. This is just absolutely sick going in here with the hip fire. 1, 2, 3 going down, and finally it's World at War. That will be ended, as Delta Flag's now completely in control of the red side. Another back cap coming in, and this is extremely smart from DTV Parentale, who's going all the way around with his Saint-Chamond. And he's going to try to take down any enemy reinforcements coming from their spawn.
There's very interesting strategies being employed here in a public server. A server that anybody can join into. Just search for hashtag DICEvsCommunity in the browser and join in. How much longer have we got on this match?
I think we're going to have at least one more round after this.
So get in there, get in the queue. We will be kicking people, and so everyone can get a turn, or almost everyone. So don't hesitate, don't procrastinate, get in there.
Just appreciate.
Exactly right.
Bam!
Let's throw in some beats.
Some rhymes, yeah. Rap God. So again, if you're here, if you're having fun, be sure to check out DICEvsCommunity, Hardcore League, and of course GamersCommunity. You can hit them up on Twitter, tell them how cool this sort of event is, where you basically just have people having fun playing together, and these are people that know what they're doing. They're not your average player. It's great to have that. It's great for anybody that just wants to learn more about Battlefield, but also show their skills in the game, as we saw from the Gen players, who are just absolutely giving a 5-time ESL1 champion, aka Drunksy, a run for his money on the scoreboard. As you see, Gen Odyssey at 34-13, Drunksy 49-26, and it's getting pretty difficult for him here. He has to weave and duck and dive between all of these enemy players. Finally going down, and with 30 tickets remaining. Oh, this is too close.
It looks like blue team is definitely going to edge it out here.
Oh, but look at the attack on C. Just as we speak, C is going to get pushed. Oh my god.
No, blue team have got this on in the bag. Finally, they have done the impossible. And they've won. They've won a map.
Not a moment too soon. 12 tickets remain, 11 here. And they're going to be able to take control here of the C flag. But that's all she's going to be able to write, basically. With 3 flags under their control, the blue team is going to be gaining that 1 extra point per couple seconds. And that'll be the round in the hands of the Kingdom of Italy, as they take revenge against the Austrian Empire. And be able to edge out a victory by 13 tickets. And make it to the next game. And not too shabby.
Not too shabby at all. Much closer than what we had earlier. Alright, let's see. Some of their dice devs are leaving, by the looks of it.
Hopefully we'll get a few for our final match.
What maps have we got next?
Amiens! Oh, this is a great one to end it on.
Is it my favorite? Is it?
Yeah, it's your favorite map, dude.
It is. Alright. This map is great. You know one of the reasons why it's great?
Why?
There's no planes.
That is a good point, actually.
The train is useless.
That's actually a really good point as well. You can artillery, but
no, sorry. The train is actually really good. Please do not buff it on this map.
Very well said. They're gonna raise the train. It's gonna weave through everything now, and good luck fighting. So yeah, let's see how this one starts off. As the round has just begun. We'll see if the blue team can take another victory. This is where infantry play becomes extra important. So we can see if Prolosco actually plays well as an infantryman, because that's going to be interesting to see. On the other side, it's...
I was going to say, if Drunks is still here, he should be in this stuff, but he's left.
Look at Prolosco and Raid. The pleb tank is moving along, and it will not stop. The choo-choo train wants to take down the enemy team, and he's running the 75mm howitzer loadout with the HMG. One of my favorites, because it can two-shot a light tank. finding Polosco getting out, but it seems like Scrub Raid, or around the raid, is going to be pushing right on to our bridge here.
Penta.
Oh, dude, what?
I think he might have killed a car.
Yeah, most probably.
See, okay, I'll give you guys all a little secret strat here. When starting out on the British side on this map, grab the car, drive it all the way past the train tracks, all the way past B, and then take a left at the A flag, and you'll be able to just clean up all these people running from A. Just run them all over, and it's just the easiest, most fun thing you can do.
I'm sure that has happened a lot of times when you get to play.
This is a staple on this map. Get the car and drive to A on the enemy's flag.
So again, guys, I hope you're having fun here. I highly recommend that you follow the channel, not just because it's mine, and you know, the e-phallus is very important to keep happy, but also because I tend to do a lot of content on here, a lot of competitive content as well, because we're doing the Rainbow Six Siege Challenger League for EU on the channel here, the official broadcast with Ubisoft, which is great, and now we're doing official stuff in conjunction with EA, which is great as well. And you know, with GamersCommunity, we want to have more and more events for the future, so you know, go on to Twitter. Check out at GamersCom6, you know, twitter.com/GamersCom6 with 1 M, and tell them, tweet at them, say, guys, you need to sponsor another event because this one was super fun and we want to see another one, you know, because I'm sure Golden Eagle would love to have more of these events in the future. If you guys do enjoy them, and come in and watch the streams as much as you can, because this way you get to play, you get to win stuff, and also, well, you get to make everybody else happy. That way we can get more events in the future. People are like, oh, there's a lot of people that want to watch Battlefield. Maybe we should actually help these guys out. Maybe we can get some more and longer events in the future. Thank you, TFR. Following on here, I hope you follow GamersCom as well at GamersCom6, and of course DICEvsCommunity, DICEvsCommunity, and tell them how cool this event is, because they've done it Xbox, PS4, and now on PC, and hopefully they get to do more and more stuff, of course with the help of Hardcore League and our sponsors in the event. We're going to talk about them when we're done with the round. So, Nate, what do you think about the overall meta in Amiens right now, or in Amiens, because looks like both bridges have been taken out by the blue team, and it seems like they're just rushing through the enemy side. With no Drunksy, I think it's going to be very difficult to take down infantry. This
is a map where you can be capped out. This is going to be brutal. If they get E and they move on to the F, we're going to be looking at a very one-sided game here. Very, very one-sided game.
Alright, so guys, to enter and win our second monitor is an AOC 24-inch 2 millisecond gaming monitor. All you have to do is type in hashtag best community in the world. So that's all you got to do, and you'll be entered to win one of those, or our final monitor actually. If you're Dakota, can message me and tell me what other stuff we still have to give away. That way I can inform you and we can set them up before we're done with the stream tonight. Hakim from Penta is now pushing in onto the F flag, and it seems, oh my god, look at this Ling push here. This is Ling Bay and Ravager on F flag, and
yeah, it's insane. Yeah. It's the Zerg rush.
Can we get some Fs in the chat for the British team here, because this is not easy at all to deal with.
Just remnants of the red team just trying to get E back, but they're just gonna grab this F flag and just run straight back to E, and yeah, it's not looking good. It's pretty not good for the enemy team, but we do have them catching See, now the Reds are making a comeback. They're going for the D bridge. They're capturing B. They're going throughout the map and just capturing flags everywhere. So the Zerg rush will come back. As you can see, look at them all. Like ants. Just absolutely just...
Yeah, look at that.
Just... So... Looks like... Around, they've got the majority of the flags. They're capping out C.
And the thing is, here, they're trying to funnel. They're trying to funnel into E, but... If there were just a few more red defenders, they could have just sprayed them through that hallway, but it just will not be the case. And E flag's going to be retaken by the blues. Seems like just a few random respawns all around E flag, but will not be enough. However, it looks like backcaps are happening. The red team is taking control of C, D, B, and A as we speak, as reinforcements are coming in.
This is turning into almost a cap out for the red team. That went from a cap out to the blue team to a cap out of the red team.
Yes, of course, we have TLDR Baz in here, who is a professional Twitch streamer. He is very well known amongst the gaming community overall, almost as big as PewDiePie. There's just a small difference, so can we say hello to Baz? Golden Eagle getting slashed away here by Knight. Very good. Seems like the usual support crew from GamersCommunity is not right behind him. Straight away from the pack. And they won't be able to get the revive on him just yet. BTD moving in here will get shot down with the help. The Penta crew is just working together, but when you're facing a Model A10, well, you can't really do anything against it. You're going to get shot down.
You might as well just give up. Just throw your computer completely in the bin and just walk away.
I agree.
Head outside. So, take a look at the chat. Hashtag best community in the world is your chance to win that sweet, sweet AOC monitor. If you don't enter, it is actually just going to be automatically given to me. So, get in there. Get in quick. Have you entered, Milosh?
No, I can't win, actually.
But you can enter.
Yeah, but I can't. Like, it's impossible. Because technically it's me that's running the giveaway.
Oh, it's you running the channel.
Yes.
Oh, that's a shame.
So let me open up one of my other accounts, which is Miss Jenny69. And I'm going to see if I can, you know, get a gander at that nice monitor. Maybe. Actually, you know, having another monitor would be nice, because I so far have 3. My main BenQ and a my second monitor is a TV that's connected to the a laptop, the stream PC. So
look at this, guys. I could really use another monitor. I've got 3.
Yeah, how many do you have? 2.
I have 2. One's a TV.
Yeah, well, I have 3. One's a TV and one's a laptop monitor. So
you're living the life.
Yeah, brah. Esports monies.
Esports money. Yeah, I'm living off that sweet esports money.
Yeah,
can't even afford to buy premium.
Maybe you could win premium in the next event, Nathan.
yeah, do a premium giveaway, and I won't cast, so I can win it, right?
Yes, I'll invite Lexi in. An Ace 23 monitor. AOC. Ace 23. Nice meme. Alright, DTV Enigmix is now leading the charge. The Model A10, fearless as he is, and trying to get behind all the enemies in here. Is just getting hits because he just put out a grenade off the start here. Going to get a couple kills. Spots the Chameau right below. Gets to the table, takes it out. Unfortunately, Fellas right behind will be able to take him down. Unfortunately, that gives too much time for Raid's tank to take out the Chameau. All the way on the other side here, just bombarding the building.
Just gonna cut you off. We have our monitor winner, Hell Rider, with the numbers. The easy wins on the.
Oh,
the
dude. Monitor. Easy peasy. Hell Rider, congrats! You win an AOC monitor.
He's so excited he can't reply.
Yes, if you do win anything, then make sure to type in the chat within the first couple of minutes. We're gonna give him one. Oh, there we go. He's in here. There you go, Hellrider. Congrats, my man. I know you've probably never won anything in your life, but this is the first time, and totally worth the wait, though, if you ask me. Gonna get one of those sweet monitors soon. Now, just like if Dakota can, or DICEvsCommunity, if you can send me the remaining stuff that we have on Discord, then I'll be able to announce things, or at least say what we have remaining to give away. Maybe we still have stuff on the side.
Yes, because whatever we don't give away is going directly to Milosh.
Yes, and you don't want me to have anything.
Yeah, no.
I'm a rich guy, right? I'm a rich guy.
Yeah,
I don't deserve anything.
He has too much money. That's his problem.
Nice meme. Unfortunately, I spent all of my money buying the Witcher books, and I don't have anything anymore. Not even kidding. Been eating ramen for the past 2 weeks. Yeah, but there's a difference between... Okay. Can we agree on this thing here? People in chat, does anybody here like to read books? If you do, the difference between an ebook and an actual book, when you read it, I mean, it's huge. I don't have a tablet, unfortunately, so buying an ebook isn't the best thing to do, but being able to read a book quietly is just very fun. Having that, the smell of the paper as soon as it's there. I'm getting too much into the details there. So,
Weirdo.
Zach
Who reads books, right?
Lemaire.
So yes, don't forget to follow at DICEvsCommunity on Twitter as well to find out when more events will happen, because I'm sure they will. And don't forget to follow Milosh. He needs all the followers he can get.
Actually, we passed 4,000 followers on Twitch and 2,000 on Twitter. And I feel pretty good. Yeah. I feel pretty good because...
well, forget Milosh. He doesn't need the followers. I do. So if you want to see some professional Battlefield playing, come follow me.
Come follow me, lads. There you go. Follow Milosh over my dead body. Actually, yes. The NVIDIA Shield is pretty good. I got to play around with it, like a friend's tablet, last summer. It looks pretty nice, but again, that requires money, and unfortunately, that I don't have too much of. So maybe if you have an NVIDIA Shield tablet to give away, you can send it my way. Maybe that'll be for the next event. Who knows? Alright, now let's actually get back to the game, as this is starting to get really out of hand for the blue team. That's for sure. E-Flag always in control of the Reds, or at least they're trying to get it back in their control. It seems like tanks on the other... Oh, to the face. Demon BLR is going to get shot down. But Oishek here is leading the charge alongside Helsing Reloaded. And they're using the anti-tank model of the Mark V land ship that has a Tankiver on it, which is pretty good. The Tankiver is pretty much no drop when you're in the tank, and it can harass enemy tanks at range fairly effectively, actually. I'm a big fan of this loadout. This is my main loadout if I ever play the land ship. So this now, the train can be huge. The problem is it's already down to 29 HP, and it's very vulnerable. You need to capture the side flags to the actual train.
To support it.
Exactly. If you don't cap C and D and have some sort of control on the opposing bank, then that train is going to go down very, very quickly, and we see it getting fairly low on HP. Now, Bogdanks is going to get shot down here by Jen again. World at War doing damage, taking them out. They're going to be able to clean up the E flag and keep it in control of the blue team. D, though, being pushed as well. And Mozzie FX, playing the medic with the RSC, is trying to stay alive as he goes in for the hit here. He gets a 49. Has to get into a better position. This is a pretty
So
nice
fellow-
spot to be in.
So a fellow CTE mod with me, so hopefully he can do us proud.
Was he actually? Was he?
Yeah, Muzzy FX.
Ah,
He's CTE mod.
there we go. Learning stuff.
So he's like not a VIP but a VIP. So if you act up on the CTE Reddit,
Bam!
he'll be onto you,
There you go.
or I'll be onto you.
So guys, if you want to follow my co-caster, it is at on Twitter, twitter.com/syf SYF_cryptic CRYPTIK. I believe you can post that Twitter link in chat if you want to, Nathan.
There you go.
Element knows probably knows who Nathan is. Of course, Nathan played with quite a few teams in Oceanic Esports for Battlefield, making it to LAN 3 times. You played Legionnaires, you played Exile 5, and Sif. Am I correct?
That's correct, yeah.
There you go. I know my stuff. So he was on these 3 teams. He played on LAN. Unfortunately, every time they played, they went against Fnatic, and yeah, let's just say
And Epsilon.
yeah, not any better. That's for sure.
But we did have a blinder of a game against Pantera in the very last LAN where we almost won.
And well,
we
Lexi
needed to
almost
save
cried. I need to pull up that GIF where Lexi hugs Pio.
Yeah, because they must have been so
Oh my God.
worried.
You have no idea. There we go. So you can follow Cryptic on there. Hopefully that clears thing up. Shijo is trying to run all the way behind the train that was just blown up. Unfortunately, he's being blocked from the side. He's being sniped from up top. He's going to try to play the 1v1 here, but Perlosco will jump right onto him and take him out with a Fromer stop. Stop. It's a very Dutch way of saying it. That's for sure. New Croc now trying to get into the perch up top. It helps you to because enemies won't really check up there. There we go, going in onto the trench with the trench kill onto NG. So that's the sentry taken down, nicely done. Unfortunately, tank right outside, and they are being zerged out by all of these blue infantrymen. Tank's getting super low HP. If they go in for the reload, gets out. Fromer won't be able to get more than a kill out of that one. And the E flag is going to turn around to the blue team, who are just yeah, they are just in absolute control of the game right here.
Looks like it's the red team's just they had that little comeback and then they've just fallen back behind.
Yeah, and it seems
blue team's almost got every flag.
Seems like a lot of it was set on the train. Losing the train was a huge deal for them because it turned the attention of the blue team on their tanks, and once those were down, the infantry did not have too much of a chance at the end of it.
So it looks like we're coming to a closure on this map. Red team's got absolutely no chance unless they come around and cap every single flag and hold it. They can't do much. It's pretty much over.
I'm pretty sure they can take it back if they hold spawn and cap all flags. I mean,
you know what they should do? They can definitely win if they all went sniper and sat in one building.
Yeah, actually, that's exactly what happens in all my games, though. Every time I play, it's like, guys, we're almost gonna do this, but you know we need less than 100 more tickets. We kind of need to work together, and then everybody spawns a sniper, and I wish they were good snipers, to say the least.
Should turn this game into a knife fight. No one could use anything but knives. That would have been interesting.
Yeah, interesting is the word I would use, indeed.
See all the bayonet charges, it's just line both teams up and then they just have to press Shift F.
Can somebody do this? When we have 32v32, they all line up, and they all bayonet charges one another.
Yep, just have to run a straight line, that'd be...
Dude, having that in Spectator, that would be something I would like to see. Can somebody do that, please? Okay. So
there's a YouTuber that does that kind of stuff. With,
I think Terra Mortal and Doom 49 does it every now and then.
Yeah, that's the one.
There you go. I'm sure the guys at GamersCommunity can whip something out. I know Terra Mortal and Rec Filming get some stuff down like that with the help of the GamersCommunity guys. So if you want to be part of filming crews and learn more about how to use spectator mode, join GamersCommunity on gamers-community.net and learn from some of the best filmmakers out there, actually. Like Frostbite and Terra Mortal. It's pretty sick. Anyways, where this round is winding down, and so is the event at 21:18. One ticket remaining, and it will be victory for the blue team as the Deutsche Empire, the Kaiserreich, will take the victory. A huge margin here, 1,000 to 637. This is just absolute destruction. Good games, good plays.
Yes, it has been a blinder of event. 2 hours of non-stop action.
Yes.
Brought to you by...
It started out with a kiss. How did it end like this, right? Isn't that how it is?
No. No? What?
You don't know the song?
No, don't talk to me. No idea what you're talking about.
Come on. Does anybody know the song? You know? It started out like this. No. It started up with a kiss. How did it end up like this? It was only a kiss.
Yes. I know where you're going.
There you go.
Well, at least it's over before we hit the worst map in the game.
I actually have... Okay, here's the thing. I have 47 battle packs to open, Nathan.
Oh, case opening stream.
Okay, guys. Okay. We're going to end it here because I actually have to go travel really early in the morning. But how about we do a final part was just a case opening? Would anybody want to see that? Because
how many cases do you have? That's ridiculous.
I haven't opened anything except for the first 3 that I got with premium, so I shouldn't have opened
so you
them.
have premium. I was wondering how you had all those cases.
Yeah, dude. I'm a guy that gets stuff for free. So there you go.
What? Where's my free premium? Wow. I play the game like 100 times more than you.
Well, I mean, too many Swiss guys in here. Yeah, we already have Patty. All right, guys, let's open up these 47 battle packs. This is going to take a while. All right, Nathan, you ready? Yeah. So we can get the show skin for the Social, which I don't have unlocked, actually. Okay. Wow. This is such a boring one. All right. Guys, this stream, this opening here is brought... Oh, this is actually sick. La Triple Entente.
It's brought to you by Cryptic.
It's brought to you by...
greatest player in the world.
Indeed. All right, let's see what this one has. Tries to shoot it, opens it up, and... Woo! 1870. If only the 1871 wasn't bad. The knight. Oh, we get a part for the Bartek bludgeon piece. Nice.
I've already finished those. I finished both of them. I still get the parts for them.
you just scrap them then, right?
Sell them, yeah. Just sell them for $250 or $270 or whatever it is.
Woo! This is sick. The Duke of Aosta for the Cherigotti. Actually, one of my favorite weapons on here, and another boost. Nice. So, guys,
that's another good minigun.
Yeah. And this entire event, remember, was brought to you by GamersCommunity. Nicely done. The Charlatan. So, gamers-community.net. Of course, Hardcore League, thank you for helping us out with our Xbox/PS4 event. So, he's going to be streaming his 16v16 competitive Hardcore League game. You can follow him in Twitch here. He's just Hardcore League. Ooh, a puzzle for the Sawtooth. So much
animation, bro. It goes faster.
Yeah. You can? Oh, we got the veteran soldier for the Model 8 auto letting, the 35. Nice.
Far out, breaking the bank, dude. You can chuck these up on the Steam market and make dollars.
Guys, hey, I opened this random website one day and they just randomly DM'd me on Twitter and they're like, "Yo, we'll give you these battle packs to open on stream. I definitely don't own the site, and it definitely is not called I'm definitely scamming you for your battlepacks.com.
BF1lotto.com, guys. These guys are really good at making some quick cash if you just get on there and spin the wheels and stuff, and you'll just have a great time. I totally don't own this website, and I totally don't cheat and get lots of stuff from it.
Oh, this is really... I love these, like, battle-hardened skins. These are sick. Next time, I'll have to buy my battle packs with real money. I actually wanted to do that just to piss people off.
Sad. If only Origin pulled the Steam and opened the Origin market, you could just trade.
Oh, here we go. C93 pistol, the General, full gold. Here we go.
Ooh, nice. Nice.
Nice. Alright, let's see what we can get out of this one. Full white with the Stealth Slaughter, the stock one. Nice.
Wow. President Sunday, great job to everyone but me. Rude. That is just straight up rude.
Yeah, well, but we actually don't get the Monster Energy deal in the EU because I live in the EU. Even though I have an Americanized accent. Oh, this is sick.
What's a Monster Energy deal?
So basically, if you buy a Monster Energy, you can get a battle pack.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
No, we don't have that.
How many battle packs do you have left?
Ooh, Kakadois wins Patty. Nice. That's a hell of a win. And
wow, thank you. Thank you, President Lundy. Thank you.
Alright. We're going to wrap this up with all of these being opened. The Royal Decree for the 1895.
How many you got left? Oh,
a few. A few.
Strap in, boys.
This is going to be a long one. Can you skip through animations, actually? Yeah, skip.
Yeah, skip on the left, bottom left.
Ooh, of the Mondragon. I actually love the Mondragon as well. Ooh, Veteran Guard.
Is a great weapon.
Is a great weapon. Yes. Ooh, Veteran Cav 1909. Bene merci. Veteran Cav Hell Regal. I actually like the Hell Regal, but it gets a bit awkward to play with time.
Yeah, you don't do anything other besides the Automatico.
Yeah.
Automatico Storm.
Like the HLTV for Battlefield. Yeah, but there's not enough advertisement for skin sites around my channel, so there you go. More of the Veteran Cap. These are really old revisions, actually. These are from release. Ooh, Colibri. Royal Decree. Nice. Thank you guys for watching. I really hope you had fun. We're going to end the stream right after this. Just open up 15 more battle packs, because I have so many of them.
That's a lot of battle packs.
Yeah, ooh! Royal Orders Lewis gun. Nice meme.
Nice meme.
And the Royal Statute Lewis gun. Nice. Hazabrook. Nice meme. Oh, I remember this. The camouflage shroud. This is actually really nice. I like that very matte camo. It's called the MG15NA because it has very bad aim. Did you get the joke, Nathan?
No, I didn't.
Dude,
what?
Because it's NA.
NA.
Woo, this is nice.
Hashtag NA never made it to land.
That is actually true. Another one. Dude. Hello, Edgar. Yeah, I'm opening up all the battle packs before I end the stream because I had like 50 of 47 actually. But I won't be buying any soon. Hello. So we're just gonna end the stream after these 5 battle packs. That weren't really casting. It's fun, wasn't it? As much as I have my reservations about Nate, we had fun.
I'm just here to trash talk
and you did a good job.
And make it entertaining, because Milish isn't very good at doing that.
Yeah, in terms of entertainment, it's not for me. He needs the money. Forgive him.
The old Australian abusing people.
Why do I get these terrible camos? I gotta sell the skins? Yes. You can buy my Origin account. Really? Well, we got a few good gold skins actually. I have 830 scrap. Alright. 420 points, yo. So we're close to these. Yeah, we're done, I believe. No, that's all of them. That's all my battle packs. Here you go. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watcherino.
GG's, thank you for coming.
Yep.
It was a great event.
Definitely was. Thank you, Nathan, and again, thank you to our sponsors. I'm gonna give a quick shout out to them. When does the Pro League start? When I don't have better things to do with my life. So let's give a quick shout out to our sponsors in here. So again, we had the giveaways today. Thanks to these guys, of course, GamersCommunity, Sweet Grips, ThinkGeek, Komazoku Entertainment, and Rec Filming were all part of all this. Of course, Hardcore League for preparing actually a decent chunk of the overlays that we're using on here. So Gamers checking them out on gamers-community.net. You can join us on Discord, join us on the on our TeamSpeak as well if you want to play with us. Right on here, Danny on PC, part of the community as well. Of course, Terra Immortal, and quite a few actually members of the community are part of DICEverse, or not just DICEverse community, but also Gamers Community. So it'd be nice to see you guys on there. We're trying to create, a place for Battlefielders to just come in, and even if you don't want to play Battlefield, maybe you want to play Rainbow Six, well, you could come in for Overwatch as well. We're right there for you. Scrap for Superior. Well, we'll definitely do that later. This jacket, I actually love this jacket, not just because it's cool, but I also because I have the Witcher 3 signs on here. So I'm a really nerdy guy, because this is Quen, this is Ard, and this is Axie, and this is the Witcher medallion thing. Makes me look cool.
Nerd.
Yeah, I read the books as well, so that makes me a lot cooler, right? Alright, thank you guys for joining in.
GG's, guys.
Let's see, who should we host on here? Who's playing Battlefield 1?
Hey, you should host me, like you never do. Oh.
I actually do. Even with the fact that there's a time difference. If you want to stream right now, I'll host.
Is there auto? I've got auto host on your channel.
Yeah, but I don't have auto host on for anybody.
Wow, you're not expanding your pool, as Twitch would say. You're expanding your channel.
Yeah, my pool is very restricted. Alright, who's playing Battlefield 1? Where is Battlefield 1 anyways on Twitch? Hey, Battlefieldy. So, guys, if you did have fun, be sure to follow the channel right here on twitch.tv/MilishTheMedic. You can hit me up on Twitter, twitter.com/MilishTheMedic. And you know what? If you want to say hello to Gamers Community and, of course, to the guys at... Oh, can I turn it into here? Yeah, there you go. So, Gamers Community, go check them out at GamersCom6. You can go in there, you can join our Discord, join our TeamSpeak, play with us as well. DICEvsCommunity is live, so maybe you can give a shout out to Rec Filming. Of course, we did get tweeted out by Battlefield themselves, which is great. There we go. So, DICEvsCommunity. Of course, you can come on here. We're gonna do more stuff in the future. Thank you, person out there. There we go. Killed Secon. Yes, yes. I live in the Italian part of, here. So there you go. So we saw Pioneer in game taking down Danny on PC. Nice place. So there you go. That's pretty fun. Yeah, it took a while to get in, but hey, hope it was fun. All right. Fireball. Here comes that Witcher again. All right, so let's see who we're gonna host. Yeah, let's host the official Battlefield stream then. So we're gonna go to twitch.tv/Battlefield. Make sure to follow our sponsors, hit them up, say thank you. Maybe we'll be able to host another event. I'm gonna have to thank everyone here again for coming, all the moderators as well for being so active in chat. I have to thank Dakota Pressy and Lady Arsenic as well, and Hardcore League. Hardcore League actually will be casting a 16v16 hardcore game in a couple of hours, so be sure to check him out. So thanks to you guys for setting things up for DICEvsCommunity, especially for the console side, of course for GamersCommunity, for Sad, for Tara especially, who was adminning this event on PC. And I'm going to leave the best for last. Thank you, Nathan. Thank you, Cryptic, for coming in here. I hope you had fun.
Thank you for having me. It was a great chat. Do
you think we'll see you again another time, or are you more willing to do the giveaway part next time?
That's a tough choice, but yeah, maybe you'll see me next time.
Maybe we'll see you next time. Indeed, I actually can't wait to see you again in real life. So maybe one day, yeah, that'll be fun indeed. So guys, thank you for coming in here. I hope you had fun. We're gonna go host the official Battlefield channel. I believe it's Das who is playing right now. So Nova here, XXX Sniper Scopes, and hope you had fun with them. So I'll see you guys later. Gonna go and host. Thanks for coming in. We love you. Good night and goodbye. See you next week.
Oh, I need to get some sleep.